Well, welcome back to the Minetrek.net game server. Anyways, I thought we would continue on with the Voyager remodel tour because why not? Anywho, last place we left off, I think was on deck 5-ish or 6-ish. But what the hey, let's go ahead and come down here to the hangar deck and take a look from here and see what we can find and whatnot. So yeah. Anyways, so here is the hangar deck. This is the hangar. This is where the spaceship thingies come to land on this big spaceship thingy. Anywho, this is their little garage area. And I'm not sure what this is, really. Maybe it's like a helicopter landing pad or a spaceship copter landing pad. I don't know. But it's here. So, yeah. Anywho, okay, all joking aside, let's go ahead and go on in. Whoops, it was already open. Now we can go in. Hey, we came inside the spaceship. Now, how do we close the spaceship door? Oh, right there. There, now the spaceship door is closed. Anyways, we have ourselves an EVA locker right here, and we'll walk back this way here. One of the revisions I made on this version of the Voyager is I went ahead and added a corridor here. It was one of the things I did with the new Voyager as well, because the layout really just, yeah. Yeah, trust me, you needed a corridor here. Anyways, this is an office, and behind this door is machinery for the hangar and life support for the hangar and whatnot. But I put a door there to hide it. We have ourselves a little office right here as well, probably pilots or flight controller person thingies, whatever. And we have the hangar herself. Yeah, not much has changed. It's pretty much the same hangar as on the original Voyager, just slightly modified along the wall here. I got rid of the corridor that ran along here because it was really just down to like one little block and creeping along through here. I just couldn't find a use for that, so I just kind of made this all hangar. I figured it's my build. Why not? I'll live with it. I added a lift system right there, or a little area right there, so that personnel can get in and out of the EVA locker that's up there and come into the hangar to fight fire because it's safe. It's a safe bet that this will probably be a zero G environment in some cases if shit hits the fan and Voyager takes some damage, and you'll probably be able to get in there without too much of an issue. But I figure have an EVA locker down here, right across from the hangar, just be on the safe side. Of course, this was that little office area, and then have another one up there. That way, there it's well covered. We'll go ahead and go forward here, and then we have another office right here. Yeah, lots of pilot offices. Little Jeffress tube access point right here. If we come through here, we have a stairwell, a ladder that goes down and one that goes up, and then nowhere. Come back out here. Come around this way here, and this goes along the forward-facing edge of the hangar with little doorway right here, and turbolift access, which is not in the plans, but we added it because I figured why not? Then we have a little maintenance area right here for working on ship stuff. Come over here and we have one of the first of the fabricators. This one, fortunately, is stepped down into because, yeah, reasons. Anyways, come over here. We have ourselves another little Jeffress tube with ladder. Yay, gotta have ladders in the Jeffress tubes. And then a little access thing that goes down to the next deck. And let's go ahead and put some lights right there. Or let's put those right there. Anywho, come out here. We'll go back. We'll go up the port side, then we'll swing back down the starboard side. We have a large space bathroom with a lounge right here, which hasn't actually been lounged out yet, but I'm sure I'll get to it or not. Then we have a corridor right here. It comes along this way right here. Another little Jeffress tube thingy, and yeah, another little space room for parts and whatnot. A little ODN room right here. Space bathroom, elevator, turbolift, same thing. Who cares? Then we have on this side here another lounge on this side. If we come back here a little bit further, we'll have our second fabricator. So there are two fabricators. Actually, there are three because in the hangar, if we come back out this way right here, and I don't know if we can access it or not, to be honest with you. We will find out. Nope, I can't access it. But inside of there is another hangar. Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, Why shouldn't we be able to access in here? There should be a door right here. You know what? We're going to put a door right here because, you know what? We can do that if we want. And I want. So I'm going to. I'm going to put a door right here. Right like this. And then let's grab these cautionary blocks here. And same thing here. Come over here, grab this. Step on through. Come on. Like so. And I guess we could do that. And then we could just forgo these things right here. All right, so now we have a way in here. Yeah, okay. Oh, get rid of that. Get rid of that. There's still some artifacts from the other build that I wanted to get rid of. That's all snuggled up. And here's another fabricator right here. This is more for shuttle parts and whatnot. So they have a big fabricator right there. Let's go ahead and go back up this way here. And get rid of... Looks like there were two of them. Interesting-co. I will pull this shuttle out of here and fix all that, but for the time being, if I can get to it, I will, screw it. I'll just pull the shuttle out of here and get to it that way. I'm not really concerned much about stuff I can't see. You know, just continuity stuff in case, you know, at some point the shuttle gets removed and you have a couple of lights on the ground. Looks like crap. Don't like it. You know, he's got a Delta Flyer, got whatever the hell this thing is. Some ship Tom Paris was having sex with, or in, or on. Who knows? Tom Paris is weird. He's the Kirk of Voyager. I'll bet there'll be a lot of maternity suits, you know, from aliens all over the Delta Quadrant. Tom Paris is my daddy. Poor Tom. Anywho, we'll keep going up this way here, and we have ourselves a supply locker. Looks like a crew quarters. Yeah, definitely a crew quarters. And no windows, hence a full wall right here. Come this way here, we have an upper cargo transfer area with a cargo bay down in the next deck below, which is, so much fun. We have ourselves an airlock right here. Of course, this airlock does not open. No way to put pistons in there because it's right on the hull. I guess I could probably piston it if I really wanted to, but I don't want to. So anyways, no little EVA locker transfer point right there. Come up this way here. We have, looks like ship systems possibly related to engineering. And another crew quarters right here. This is much nicer crew quarters. Actually has windows. I should go put windows in that other one just for the giggles. But if they're not on the hull, they're not in this. Got to be precise. Anyways, more windows. And this one has a little walk-in closet. So this is actually a pretty nice set of quarters right here. A little small, but still not that small, but, you know, still livable. And we'll come back this way right here. And then we have up here another nice size crew quarters. Wow, yeah, with windows for the bedroom. Very nice indeed. Swing back around this way right here. And we have a supply locker, a corridor with space bathroom that goes all the way over to the other corridor, and the lower looks like torpedo bay. Yep, these are the rotary launchers. Racks upon racks upon racks of photon torpedoes. Always good to have a lot of photon torpedoes in your spaceship because you never know when you might have to use some gunboat diplomacy. Yeah. Yeah, we come in peace. Pew, 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 pew. No, we really come in peace. All right, so we have a whole bunch of coolant stuff. That's coolant for the rotary cannons here. Torpedo launchers, not cannons. My bad. Let's go ahead, and we also have upper levels, a couple of higher upper levels. Ooh, that one stops. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'll have to have a rethink about how that looks and come up with a design change for that, it looks like. Yeah, because I'm not liking how that looks. That doesn't look right to me. But I will look into it and address it on the return flip side. We have the targeting system right here. If we come out here, we're on the we went from starboard to port, so we are on the port side, and we have a gangway right here. Let's go ahead and let's go up. Yeah, we've come up one level here, right to a Jeffress tube, which goes all the way down and all the way up there. So yeah, went for Jeffress tubes, and we have, it looks like, yeah, this is the sick bay area for the drive hall. we have ourselves a Turbolift. We have an unfinished room right here. Let's go ahead. Like I said, I can come along here 1,000 times, and sometimes you just miss things, you know? What do we got right over here? Put that one right there. That's probably not what that is. It isn't. Darn it. So you will put this one right there. There we go. Alrighty. Shouldn't that have a hatch too? Yes, it does have a hatch. So let's go ahead and go into the sick bay here. This is the drive hall sick bay. It's kind of cramped, not a lot of space above us. You know, a little area right here for examinations, a little office sort of doctor's thingy here. The supply room with, you know, food replicator and a little bathroom right here, then an OR, and then we're out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's walk along over here and go down and check out the starboard side here, but first let's go forward. This looks like it's mostly going to be, this is a lab, a very large lab, by the way, with access to a Jeffress tube. You know, I might change that. Hmm. Then I'd have to do it on the other side. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a door right here. So you're not looking right into the turbolift. Or turbolift. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and grab this. And... I'll figure that out later, but I'm going to put a door right here. Kind of hide that with a door, because I don't like looking right at that Jeffress tube from this room. So I'll put a door right there. Anyways, we have ourselves a little office area right here for the scientist. Looks like another little office area right here. These decks have quite a few offices. Now I could convert these two to be crew quarters, but they're not crew quarters. They're offices. Anyways, we have a lab right here. This is a nice sized lab. Crossover corridor. And crossover corridor. More labs. Gotta love the labs. Gotta have your space labs on your spaceship. We have a cargo transfer area right here. It goes down, it looks like. Quite a ways down, so a little bit of a cargo transfer for this deck as well. Another crossover corridor. More labs. Lots and lots of space labs. Head back this way here. We have, looks like a maintenance, yep, looks like a ship maintenance area for equipment for the spaceshipy thingy. Make it go vroom vroom. Looks like a lounge. Yes, definitely a lounge. Crossover, and then Jeffress tube. ODN, it looks like probably another office-y room, but not designated yet. Note to self, come back and designate. An EVA locker, which is always good to have. And another supply locker, and it looks like another room here for maintenance, or not maintenance, but for the hangar bay. What's up here? Oh, little access point right there for working on stuff. Probably the emergency, that's probably the emergency bypass for the shuttle bay doors, blow them off their hinges or something. If they have to, they can use explosive bolts. That's probably where that's located at. Good luck getting to it in a pinch, huh? All right, more coolant lines. Yep, coolant monitoring. Jeffress, no, that's a turbolift. Yay, I get it right. Anyways, more maintenance stuff. Then over here, it looks like another lounge. Again, I'm probably going to push this back and put a door right here just to get rid of. That's just, I don't like that. I'm definitely going to change that around so it's not a Jeffress tube. It's more like a door right there. Then you can open up and go into it and be a Jeffress tube. So, yep. So pretty much all the same on that side. Let's go this way here and look around. Looks like a large engineering area, complete with a fabricator for engineering parts. And this looks like it goes down and up, probably alongside the warp core. And this is the back side of it. Then over on this side, same thing. That's a turbolift shaft. So yeah, looks like that's a warp core. That's a warp core. Yeah, that's a warp core. So come back out here. We'll go this way. Looks like a really, ooh. Oh, okay. That's why that's there. Duh. Okay, we'll leave it there. This is Holodeck Suites. This is Holo Suite systems right there. Because up here, I believe, are holodecks. Or Holo Suites, not decks. Cargo. And then down this side here, yes, Holo Suites. So that room was Holo Suite Maintenance. Cool. Then more labs. Another hollow suite. Looks like a Jeffress tube thingy. Hollow Jeffress tube. Yep, Jeffress tube. I said it right. Hollow. Okay, good. Come up here and we'll go down this cross corridor here and see if there's anything to see. More labs. Yay! And a room in between the labs. Very nice. And another lab. Yeah. Chef's packing labs down here. Let's go ahead and go down. Or did we go down or should we go up? Let's head up. Because we can always come back down and look at the decks below the hangar bay later on. All right, let's head on out here. And Turbolift. So right up here, I will bet money, is Turbolift Maintenance. Yeah, Turbolift Maintenance with the Jeffress tube. And goes way down all the way to the bottom of the ship. If you follow this Jeffress tube, which we're going to do here, we'll follow it around here and I'll show you where the Jeffress tube from the main bridge comes down at. If you take this up, it'll take you all the way up to the main bridge. This is that one down ladder from the bridge. And same thing on this side here. Doesn't go all the way up to the bridge, but it goes to deck 2. But yeah, and then you come out here, you can access outside and work around the deflector dish. Not outside the deflector dish, but between in between the hull. That's the best way to place it. And just come through here, and this is the upper torpedo bay area here. And again, I'm thinking I should redo this because I really don't like the way that looks. I'm not sure why that is there, but it is there. And I'll have to look into that. That's something I'm going to have to really consider because I don't think these should be on this side. I think these were added in, and I just left them in because I didn't realize that, yeah, they don't fit. So I'll take them out. If I take them out, what can I do? I'll figure something out. Anyways, this is one of the revisions. Beforehand, this corridor came all the way up and stopped. It made no sense because there was a little teeny room up here. So what I did is I went ahead and added in this crew quarters right here. Made it a lot nicer, a lot larger. Walk along the port side here. We have another crew quarters right here, a little bit smaller, but livable. Again, Turbolift Maintenance. Another crew quarter right here. And then we have deep cycle batteries, and this is related to main engineering. All this stuff here is related to main engineering. Through here, we have the spare warp core. And this goes way back. This takes up the whole oops, miss some blocks here. Takes all the center section of the ship up through here. So it goes back quite a ways. You can see that on the mini map. And another crew quarter. Another entrance into this area right here. And another crew quarters. So got plenty of crew quarters down on this deck. Yeah. More engineering maintenance stuff. Another turbolift. This is a addition. Beforehand, the turbolift came out over here inside of the control booth. And I'm going to be straight up honest with you, I didn't like that. I didn't like it coming out right here. It made no sense. So I just extended it to either side. This room here got shortened down a little bit by, not too much. There really wasn't much back there, just a couple of batteries and whatnot. So yeah, I just went ahead and, creative license this in because it makes more sense to have a turbolift that you can access both side, port, and starboard of the ship. We have a lounge back here, and this one actually is filled in. I think this is one of the ones I filled in just because I wanted to see what it would look like. Then right back here we have the upper bay for main engineering. So shuttle control, I guess, or cargo control, damage control, who knows. Little maintenance area here, and then of course this catwalk comes out over here. Before this was a very narrow catwalk, and it had like a little thing here to bring cargo up here. And why? And they come through here a little cramped through here, but not too bad. And we got ship stuff back through here. And we come back through this little access point here, and we drop down, come around here, and we're behind the replicator, and this is the machinery for that mass fabricator or replicator, whatever you want to call it. We get back out here, and we're going to hang a right and go across the crossover where you can see the entrance to the hangar and the big shuttle that's parked right here. We have a supply locker right here just in case, and some more space machinery right there, a whole bunch more drawers for spacesuits and whatnot. And now we're in the upper EVA damage control locker area. Fix that. And come out here, you can see the hangar, and then you can drop, this is like a 0G ladder. So, yeah, looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Come out this way here into this corridor. And we have another Jeffress tube. And then, of course, crossover maintenance, space pooper, and then back over that way, which we came through. We'll go ahead and go up the starboard side here. We have the upper lounge area, maintenance area. We have a little crossover right here for this room right here, which is related to atmospheric, or I think it's a dehumidifier. Basically keeps the air, part of the atmosphere, keeps the air in the ship fresh above and beyond what life support does. So yeah, it's a filtering system. It's also where they keep the, the knockout gas, just FYI. More crew quarters. And here we are, this side, the port side gangway, or starboard side gangway. And that's an addition. That wasn't in the design either. I added that as a side note. And then we have the Jeffress tube access point. If you recall, on the port side, this room right here is a Turbolift Maintenance, but on this side it's life support and of course the Jeffress tube. So it's a little bit smaller for life support, but it's, it works for this deck, life support on this deck. And then up here, of course, is the starboard side of the upper magazine for the photon torpedo launchers. Anyways, and a large, again, crew quarters. And let's go ahead and head back this way here and take the stairwell. Now, this wasn't here before. That room right there with the air purifiers and knockout gas actually extended all the way up to the turbolift, and I just said, nah, I'm going to use this space for something else. And I figure, given where this deck is, because this is the main cargo deck of the Voyager. It's the crossover deck between the drive hull and the the spoon shape primary hull. And I wanted to be able to access both port and starboard via the gangway. Beforehand, the gangway only went down here and then down to the lower decks from there. And I wanted the crew to have a choice, so they can come down, down from the upper decks here into this deck, and then they could either go down to the port side on that side or go to the starboard side on this side. So this is actually an addition to the plans. But yeah, here we are on the main cargo deck, and we'll work our way up to the cargo bay here, but we'll come down, look around in here first. Ship maintenance area here. Let's get rid of, well, there we go. And, I guess it's going to be like that. All right, so life support. This is much larger life support. It actually is life support for a couple of decks. Same thing on the port side here. Little area right here. More life support equipment. And if you come through here, you snake your way through here. I got rid of a lot of the clutter that was in these areas because it really made it difficult to navigate through here. But yeah, life support. You got little areas back in here that can, I can stick little machine control desks and whatnot in there, consoles like these. But I figured not to. Then we have the phaser array right here. One of the phaser arrays, and I think there's another one above us as well. But yeah, we have a phaser array right here. Your crew can service and maintenance and whatnot. Got a little ladder right here. Brings you up into this upper area right here where the upper phaser is. So yeah, kind of cool. Kind of cool. Little control thing right here, and then of course access, and then there's another little ladder right here, and we'll go back out this way, right this direction. I used to get lost in here because I get turned around, but now I don't get lost anymore because I cleaned out all the clutter. All right, and if we go back aft here, we see that this is large tank storage, and it actually snakes its way back quite a ways through here. You see large tanks, And then it comes back into here, and I think that's all deuterium. This is all deuterium processing and whatnot. So yeah, all the way back through there and everything else. And we can access that from another door back that way there. At least I believe we can, or do we get through it? Yeah, we get through from this side. Okay, used to be a door right there, and since I put this wall in, yeah, gotta remove it. Anyways, here, yeah, there's a door right here. And you get up in through here. This is related to the impulse engine, I believe. At least it's related to the engines in some way. That's all I recall. Through here, you can even walk through here. A little area here, more tanks, and just it does. It goes way back. Just keeps going back through here. Yeah. You know, like I said, I can go through this ship and 100 times, and I will consistently find areas that need to be updated and whatnot. So yeah, it's a never ending process with building these ships. Okay, note to self, need to work in this area. Okay, and we'll go ahead and work our way out of here. Yeah, it's kind of weird, you know. You just sort of find these things when you're not looking for them, and I do believe that whenever you're doing anything, you usually find something when you're not looking for it. Happiness, love, your car keys, the occasional missing block, you know, that kind of stuff. You do. You find it all while you're not looking for it. Nice two-story room right here. Walk along here. A lot of piping through here, so this is definitely a heavy track area here. Got a little lift right here, little gravity lift, and then we're back out into this side. Now this does go further up this way here. A couple of maintenance machines, and of course this right here. See? And let's go ahead and just do that. There we go. And it comes around like this. And we got that little area up there. Now I should roof this too. So note to self, roof this room. Yeah, definitely need to put a roof in here. And then we have, of course, this little stairwell thing here. Come off of there, drop down here, and we're back into the cargo deck. I'm gonna find stuff like that over the ship, and what I do is I'll just make a note to myself, and then I'll come back and I will address that stuff when I'm watching the video later on. We've been in here, stairwell, and we'll just go forward here. The new Voyager is much larger. So yeah, the layout is similar, but it is just slightly similar to this one, and the rest of it is pretty different. So when the new Voyager gets built out, and I believe currently Droid, I think Waffles, maybe a couple other of the Minetrek members are working on it right now. I know Droid was working on the new cargo bay design, and I think M. Heller and Shadow Appler just gave the just did an audit with the windows and gave a green light. So hopefully the new Voyager will get under construction here pretty soon, and we'll be able to start doing videos and showcases on that build as well. Anyways, so this is a maintenance, not maintenance, but a science area. And if we come around over here, we have cargo bay. This is like one I guess they turned into the android lady's 7 of 9. Yeah, that's her. The droid Borg girl human hybrid, whatever. Anyways, then we have batteries here, and then we have more tankage, and this should also give us access down here to all the fun stuff down through here. And if I'm not mistaken, there's also a phaser in the mix somewhere down through here as well, or parts of a phaser, anyways. But yeah, you can explore it at your leisure to see where everything is and what it looks like and whatnot. Come back through here, lots of stuff back in here to see. Yep, here's the phaser I was telling you about. Yeah, so if you come up through here, here are the ladders and whatnot. And here's that tank or life support room. We're on the starboard side, but we exported it on the port side. So yeah, multiple ways into every area it looks like, which is always good to get rid of that. We don't need it. And swing around this way here. And back out into the corridor, past, oops, what do we got here? We have looks like an ODM processing area and another lab area right here, probably physics lab. Come around this way. And it's the same thing on the port side, so we'll just go ahead and look in here. This is astrophysics. This is one of those areas that 7 ended up doing a lot of stuff in, you know. We will go here. you know. So yeah, little astrophysics experimentation room right here. Swing up this way. More cargo bays. This is astrophysics, stellar cartography, whatever. All them words. You know, I'm American. Yeah, my public education ended in the 3rd grade. Yeehaw. You know, some little maintenance area right there, and then we are into the cargo bay complex itself. Entrance to the smaller cargo. Again, entrance into this. Now, when they depressurized 7 of 9's cargo bay, they depressurized it. I think it was on this side of the ship. They opened this door, and then they just basically opened the doors, and they were just sucked out through that door, right out through this door. In theory. That's the logic. I'm sticking to it. I don't know if that's accurate or not. But yeah, big airlock. So quite possible sudden expulsion from ship. Yes. This right here just goes around the forward side of the starboard side of the ship to the fore end of the ship, forward part of the ship. And all it is the phaser and all the fun stuff related to phasers and ship maintenance. Come through here and take a look for yourself. I think there's an RCS thruster or 2 in here. Yes, there are some deuterium tanks. I didn't update these tanks. I kind of left them the way they were because why mess with you know, messing with them if I don't have to. So I left them the way they were and didn't decide to update them. I just figured, yeah, I don't want to deal with it. So they're the same. And it just keeps working its way around. You can see the phasers right there. It just keeps working its way around. And then we have a little catwalk that goes forward here. And then back. And then, of course, we can step down and explore this way around the phaser and then work our way back to the aft section here. Big phaser bank right here. Power transfer points right here. Step over them. Don't fry yourself. It would be a bad day. Conduit. Control module. Another little thingy. Oh no, nothing horrible could possibly ever happen to you working in this space. You know, come in here and find your burnt body to a crisp. You're all toasty warm. What happened? I guess he stepped in one of those power conduit thingies. Anyways, this is for the lower transporter communication array. And then large machines and stuff that do things and whatnot. Come out this way right here. And we will keep walking this way. This way, please follow along this way and cargo bay. Now, this is a door that's been closed, but we have a large bay here, up there, system areas, and then right here, we have a big hole in the ground that actually opens up, and this is where cargo is put into the ship. It's a weird looking thing, hatch thing. I don't know why it's the way it is, but yeah, I guess it looked good on the hull, so yeah, that's the way it is. We have ourselves cargo death machine right there. Little Jeffress tube. Well, actually, these are just ladder access points, and then a little room in here for things. Again, all the labeling for all these rooms, the signs are blanked, so they're no good anymore. And then we have a stairwell that goes down. We'll actually go down there and explore that. Then, of course, that drops down and goes all the way up to the upper cargo. And lots and lots of cargo space through here. Large cargo bay. Looks good through here, actually. I always liked the way Im Heller redesigned this area. She came through and did a really nice job on this. The walls and stuff I updated, but the overall layout and the roof and stuff, other than the lights, has pretty much been the same. She did all this room design in here, I believe, as well. All the shelving. All these... Sometimes when you mirror stuff, you get funky. You get funky looking things as a result. Just, yeah, take it with a grain of salt. There are going to be things like that all over the build because things get duplicated and whatnot. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Sometimes things don't look right. That's because they got mirrored and I didn't clean them up or I didn't catch them, whatnot. Yep. Yeah, kept going. There's a forward airlock right there, and much more purpley stuff through here. And then again, there's a little access point over there that we can get back out and walk over the phaser strips and whatnot. This actually, believe it or not, is a hatch for the ship. So Probably, I was thinking, along here we could put like bots or repair bots because I think that'd be actually a good space use for right here, be like little repair bots. I'll have to give it a good think, but that would be something I would definitely use. I put a bunch of repair bots along here, and then they could use this right here to go out and repair the ship. Yeah, just food for thought. Then of course we have an airlock here, and big space airlock. Don't wanna be standing in that door if somebody decides to hit the open button. And we'll swing back through here. There's one other little room back through here. I think it's over this way, right here. This is also an EVA locker and also drone access and or big heavy spacesuits for repairing stuff. Drones and whatnot would be in here, and then they would be moved over here and dropped through there and into the big blue water pool. Oh yeah, that's supposed to be a force field. Yeah, I don't like water as a force field. I get it because it's blue, but it's just a pain in the pipe to deal with. And of course, it accesses into here where there's tanks and whatnot, and gets all the way back around and gets back into the systems that we already explored. So let's go ahead and explore real quick here the captain's yacht area. And I did not update the captain's yacht. In fact, I left it alone. Come down through here. This is the captain's yacht deck. We have another transceiver machine thing here on both port and starboard. We can walk along through here and whatnot. And here's a Jeffress tube. Goes up. Right now it's currently closed, but it goes up and darn it. Oh, I thought it was another sign. Oh, I hate those signs. Those things pop up everywhere. But yeah, transporter, transceiver, array, communication systems are in this room. If we go forward here, we have a turbolift here and a Jeffress tube on this side. You see it goes all the way up there. You have to explore the Jeffress tubes. They're kind of fun to explore around and see what you can find and whatnot. Captain's yacht area. Yeah, we have fuel for the captain's yacht. This room still has some stuff that has to be put into it. Same thing with up here. And down here, because this whole area the area itself was redesigned. But I left the captain's yacht alone. I didn't do anything with the captain's yacht. This is circa 2014, 2015, 2016, whatever. Same thing with this area here. This is more or less cargo, so this would be like cargo storage. Because the captain's yacht can be used as a diplomatic vehicle, as a cargo transport, as a survival vehicle, and also as a troop transport if need be. But walk along through here. I don't even want to go inside of it because it's hideous. Again, here's another servicing thing. Again, I was thinking maybe a couple of repair bots and drones around this right here. Why not? Maybe in a few along here, if not anything. I thought about making this an EVA locker, more or less, because of the fact that you don't really need a control booth. But then I was thinking, well, maybe you do because that is a pretty big ship. And yeah, and it's not the only ship. I mean, when this thing pulls out, another ship could easily come in here and dock, to some degree or not, and they can, use force fields and they can get out and come up in here and whatnot. So, but in retrospect, I really should have considered putting an EVA locker down here somewhere. I might actually horseshoe one in, come around to it and think about probably in here or one of those rooms over there making an EVA locker. That's probably what I'll do. I'll just convert one of those rooms over there into an EVA locker. But we walk along through here. It's, you can view stuff and, look out the windows and, oh, space. Wow. These shoot me here markers are very important to every spaceship. There'd be some like tables and stuff in here so crew can come in here and relax. I thought about putting a couple of replicators in here, but nah. They get food all over the carpet and just drive the bots nuts. Again, access to that. And we'll go ahead and head up this way here. This leads back around and just there's a couple of windows and whatnot. We'll see it later. Come forward here. We have a lab right here. Then we have like a botany lab, botany stuff right here. And this goes across to the other side of the hall as well. Maintenance area, Jeffress tube access, which goes all the way around, all the way back, and all the way around to the back section back there. We'll actually come up to that here in a second. And then we have the other side of the botany lab. And then another little small lab right here. Of course, steps back down. Well, we're going this way. We have a maintenance area, windows, EVA, I guess, storage here. So I did include them on this deck, probably because of the windows. A little emergency locker right there. Window, and then of course this is where the Jeffress tube comes back, and then it comes over here and just kind of stops. There's no point going anywhere else because there's nothing back there other than this stuff, windows. And I guess I could stick it back through here, but it got very, very narrow because of the shape of the hull behind here. So I just left it out. But yeah, that's this deck. And if we come up here, and unfortunately we can't exit. Well, actually, technically we can. Let's go around here and just do it through the Jeffress tube. We'll just go up one deck. Oh my God, where do we go? Which way do we go? Let's go ahead towards aft. Anyways, maintenance area here, and this is all above the cargo bay. Then a Jeffress tube comes over here and goes down. And this will be, as you can see, back into the cargo bay and stuff. And when it goes up, it just comes up to here to get you into the Jeffress tube system. Same thing on that side. Come back here, and then another area for batteries and ship's power systems. And then this goes all the way to the starboard side, and this one goes all the way to the port side, but we'll come down here and check out this deck right here. Turbolift, Jeffress tubes, space bathroom. Looks like maintenance ship systems right there. And then sciencey labs. I left some of the bits and bobs in the science lab here. I was going to come back and clean it up, but I just sort of kind of left them in here to remind me what this is. Like it's a botany lab area, and then a large science lab here. Let's go ahead and walk up this side right here. We have crew quarters. We have a couple of coffin boxes right here for survival or survival coffins, if whatever you want to call them. Large supply locker. Crossover corridor here. Have more maintenance stuff. These are the science labs and stuff we just explored, so we'll go ahead and head back out this side here and head up the port side of the ship. This is where that comes out at. Crew quarters, more death coffin box. And because of the model, there's windows on the side here, and there's this is literally an escape pod right here. So I had to horseshoe something in back here, and this is all I could horseshoe in was a little lounge thing here, and it looks like it's missing the table, so we'll just go ahead and put the tables in here real quick while we're sitting here. Let's go with black. There we go. Just a private little kind of, away room, sort of, so you can sit back and relax and whatnot. Something like that. But yeah, it is what it is. And we have a large, this is part of the holodeck system, I do believe. Yes. No, that was life support. Excuse me, that was all life support. It looked like it was life support. Crew quarters up through here. More crew quarters. Cross over the cargo bay. Entrance into this area here for servicing. As you can see, below us is the phaser. I like how this looks actually multi-level. It's kind of neat. I think this is an RCS thruster too. Yes, it's an RCS thruster. More coffin box. Come down here. And we swing around the front here. And we have a very small crew quarters. Not bad if you're into small places. Another small crew quarters. Again, the shape of the hull had a lot to do with how these rooms were shaped. Because there's an escape pod there and one there, and then there's the shape of the hull has a lot to do with how these rooms are shaped. So these are very small, but livable. I mean, people like the small spaces. I'm not one of them, but it is what it is. Of course, another coffin box there. And then we have, again, the shape of the hull mandates how these rooms look. There's not much you can do with it. And then a crossover corridor here with more crew quarters, another crew quarters here. These ones get a little bit more space, but again, it's, when you come back this way over here, there's not a lot you can do because I think right there is actually, it's very narrow through there because of the deflector dish, the secondary deflector dish. So, but you never know. I might actually pull this deck out. I could probably bump this stuff down a little bit and narrow these rooms down because this is a double spaced room. I don't know. Could do it. Anyways, this here is the Jeffress tube that goes all the way back to the aft. We are actually all the way down there. It's just one of those things I'll have to look at and reconsider. But yeah, you don't think about these things until you're actually here and you're looking at them. But yeah, nice space here. And on this side here, we have more crew quarters all along through here. Crew quarters, crew quarters. Let's go ahead and speed up a bit here. And pretty much what we saw on the port side, it's the same thing here on the starboard side. So we'll just go ahead and fly back through here. You can see it in the Dynamap. So yeah, we have large. This is the, I want to say life support, but I can't really tell if it's life support or if it's related to the holodecks. It's just one of those things I'll have to look into because I don't recall, to be honest with you. The little area here, see if it has this tables. No, it don't. Sorry to do this on recording here, but if I don't do it, I probably will forget to do it. So I figure get it out of the way while we're here. And we'll come back through here, and then we'll fly aft. Again, large storage space here, and everything else. Mostly crew quarters through here, labs and whatnot. And if we go aft further, probably looks like RCS thruster. Yes, it's an RCS thruster. Then crew quarters. Maintenance, and then the aft area again. We've been here, but on the port side. We actually came up one of the ladders, looked around in here, then went down one of the other ladders, down into this area, down through there. And then, of course, the upper area here with more batteries on this side, and more crew quarters through here, and we're back to where we started. There's the gangway right there, and got this side for working on those machines, and the side for working on those machines. And now comes the fun part. We get to find the gangway to the next deck above us, which is the deck we left off on in the last video. So we'll just walk along here and just kind of look around and take a look at stuff. And eventually we will find the stairwell because, that's always the fun part of a spaceship, exploring it, checking stuff out, and seeing where we could find things. Life support. It's always fun to explore a spaceship. Come along through here. Pretty sure it's actually on the next corridor above us, but yeah, you never know. We'll eventually get to it. Just walking along, checking stuff out. Anyways, there it is right here. Here is the computer core or navigational core for the ship. Again, Jeffress tube. It's 2 stories. It looks pretty good. And then on this side over here is a lab and more labs. So lots of labs on the ship because, yeah, it is an exploration ship. It does explore space and whatnot. We'll come up here. And here we go. We have security. This is one of the lecture halls in security. Think Elite Force. That's what this room is. Come over here. It's a large holding area base, and we have a, like a office. I love the color of this block. Actually, this room looks really nice for me because I know it's dark and yeah, think security, section 31 sort of a thing. And then we come through here and we have holding. These are the holding cells. We have a little transfer area right here. Why not? Then we have a security bunk room, complete with security area there for cleaning up. And then of course we have the weapons, or not weapons, but the this Elite Force tactical room right here. And then we're back into the discussion area right here, and we'll come out. Actually, let's go through this door here, and we'll go this way real quick here. Right here is another office or conference room, depending on how we want to call it. The armory, and of course, here's the weapons room for, security testing. What do we have here? Contact atropher, honey, goat, weed, horny midgets only, and that means you, Harry. Interesting. 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 That was not there when I did my pass-through earlier. Shame on them. I've been trolled. Anyways, let's go ahead and move forward here. We have this is basically, it looks like life support, no, waste management. Yes, this is where when you take a poop, this is where it gets turned back into an apple. Yes, that's what these rooms are. And here we are. Yes, we are in the main holodeck. Yeah, this is what this two-story room is. These are large holodecks. Now on the new Voyager, even larger, and they have more of them. So yeah, they have actually 4 main holodecks and several smaller holo suites all over the new Voyager. Of course, Turbolift. Let's go ahead and go all the way forward on the Turbolift here. You'll see that this one goes up. Oh, darn it, see? Can't get through a video without finding a sign somewhere. Come on, let me get up there. Okay, I just want to make sure something. We'll see it when we get over here. This is a crossover. Below us is the Jeffress tube from the deck. Below us is actually above the cargo bay, and then this bypasses it and then comes back down here and into the cargo bay, and then down to the captain's yacht. So yeah, this is just a little bypass thing right here. We'll go ahead and go all the way forward here into this large open area right here, and go down this main corridor boulevard area right here. Jeffress tubes. Now, I do believe they are slightly different from port to starboard. There are just some changes because of the sickbay integration on the starboard side. Come forward here, we have, looks like the secondary deflector bay right here. I don't know why that's there. And get rid of that one as well. I still have to come through some of these rooms and kind of troubleshoot them and make sure everything looks pretty good and stuff. We have batteries right here because you never know when you might need auxiliary power for that secondary deflector. So they have it. Yep, they have long-term batteries right there. And if we come out here and we go to the port side, we have a corridor that snakes along the side here with large story bay, Jeffress tube access, crew quarters, and this deck also was revised, by the way. Large crew quarters through here. Beforehand, there was another access corridor along here. There were 3 corridors here, and I brought it down to 2 corridors. In fact, if I see if we can bring it up on the map. Nope, the map's not going to show us, darn it. Oh well. Anywho, so in order to make these livable spaces, instead of there's the wall and then you have a corridor and then on the other side's another corridor, I just got rid of the extra corridor and just used the space to make crew quarters with. Yeah, a lot of this ship, because of the size of it, was really, and I followed the strategic design plans pretty faithfully when I designed it and didn't deviate too much from those. And when I went back through and I looked through the ship and I started redesigning it, I realized that, we had to depart from those plans pretty significantly because the other corridor was actually right here. And then this heads back over to, not security, but back into where we came out at. We're actually right below sickbay right now. So, yep, there's the turbolift we came out of, and we'll head back this way here. Mostly crew quarters through here. Some emergency storage, Jeffress tube, other crew quarters. Cargo access, because, yeah, you never know when you might need, to access cargo on this deck. There's that. I reason that there is, it's too hard to hide it, so I just, fuck it, leave the door there. And yes, I said a dirty word. My bad. My bad. And there goes my demonetization. Anyways, come back this way here. And we will look. Mostly crew quarters through here. And then we're back to the holodeck. All right, I realize this has been one of those longer videos, and I do apologize because the Voyager is a bigger ship, and to do a thorough tour of her would just me running around talking to you and stuff. It's kind of boring. So yeah, if you made it this far into the video, congratulations. I appreciate it. And if you'd hit that like button for me, I would greatly appreciate it. You don't have to if you don't want to, but yeah, it just shows me that people watch the video and if you like it or not, make comments. It doesn't hurt my feelings if you hate my work. It just hurts everybody else's feelings. So there you are. Also, if you'd hit that donation link for us, the server recently had some maintenance issues and we were down for a while, and we are currently running at reduced capacity. RAM, unfortunately, we suffered a RAM loss, and to replace the RAM is going to be expensive. And it's probably one of the reasons why you haven't seen a lot of work going on the server recently, is everybody's been a little gun shy because when the RAM went down, we lost a lot of productivity for quite a bit there and caused some issues for us. But thankfully, M. Hiller was up to the challenge and got us back up and running. Thank you, M. Heller. And please, by all means, if you'd like to help M. Heller out, please hit that donation button and please consider a small donation. It is greatly, sincerely appreciated. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.